then now, everybody, I'd like to welcome Asim Faltin, better known as El Faltino of El Faltino Entertainment. A businessman turned executive producer, label owner, and many things, and became instrumental in the careers of K-Lion and Rebel Six, rest in peace, and many other artists as well from Trinidad and Jamaica. And up to the present day, is still very active.
Active as
So,
always.
yes. And we will get into all of this, you know, during this interview. I don't know if you're fixing your light there because you're very, we can't see you really. So, yes, thank you. Now we see you.
Man.
Yes, great. Yes, bless up everybody. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, there's a lot of things, you know, that you're doing right now and everything. So, but we get it into, since this is your first interview, I believe. So, you know, and I'm starting out this interview series with you as, you know, focusing on the history of trap dancehall, as they would call it. And in this case now.
The new gen dancehall.
Yeah.
The new generation dancehall.
The new generation dancehall, yes, for real.
Yeah.
And, you know, in this case, you know, this is also what I want to talk to you about, some of the history of the Trinidad movement and, you know.
Trinidad movement are still a bell, man, and all the thing. No work still
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But, you know, since it...
you know, I know that's how to lay the blocks and things, so this works.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, but before we start to go into those, you know, particular issues, you know, I want to know more about you and your personal history, like where you're from, where were you born, how did you grow up, and those kind of things.
Well, born Trinidad, Belmont, you know, born and going Belmont. Born and going Belmont as an 80s baby. So I was born in the 80s, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and out of pay. Belmont born and go, you know, so been in out of pay, boy.
So Belmont, where is that, like, geographically for us who don't know
Belmont
so much
is located on the outskirts of Port of Spain. It's part of the...
Okay.
It's an area part of Port of Spain.
So that's
like
the
outskirts of Port of Spain, more the upper tongue side of Port of Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And that's
right
where
you
actually...
of the Queen's Park Savannah, close to, you know.
Okay, so it's like a
Savannah,
city area.
Huh?
Is it that like a city area or a countryside area?
Nah, city, we're in the city, tongue side. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, okay, you said you were an 80s baby. So then now, since we're talking about music and, you know, inspirations and stuff, what kind of music were you growing up around, like when you were young growing up?
A lot of Bob Marley, a lot of Bob Marley, Garnet Silk, you know.
Okay.
Sizzler, Bounty Killer, Dirtsman, you know. A lot of artists I listened to when I was growing up, so I just have the love for music.
Okay, I see. So yeah,
music I don't listen to. I listen to all type of music. Once it's song and good.
Okay, interesting.
But I go.
So, yeah.
As far I go is Port of Spain area, so it's come like, you know, be the heart of carnival also. The area, yeah.
Is it
soak
possible for
everything
you
in.
to, sorry,
Huh?
can you rest your, is it possible for you to rest the phone so we can see you clearly?
Alright, that's I'm gonna pop my phone somewhere so we can talk better.
Yes, that's
Better?
good. Can you hear me? Yeah, much better. Okay.
Man.
All right. Very interesting. So that was a lot of, you mentioned a lot of Jamaican music because, you know, I don't know so much about Trinidad, but is
Yeah,
it that
I didn't
it's a
get to
lot of
Trini music
Jamaican?
also. I grew up on Kitchen and Sparrow, all them things. So that is part of our culture also.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we grew up on I grew
Okay.
up on music on the whole.
So you've been loving music, you know, since you were young then?
Yeah. Let's have a heart
Okay.
for music.
Okay, yeah. Well, that leads into the next question, you know, that, you know, how do you yourself did get into the whole music industry and why?
The love of music again to the outer pit. It was nearly planned for me to be in the music business. I never know I'd reach into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And good music,
Oh,
you know, assist people at times, you know.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was getting at is that, you know, what you mentioned to me, maybe you sort of had to get into it because of K Lion.
Yeah. At the time, I used to do events. I shy Mello events at times, you know. So I end up in the industry, within the Trinidad industries when I'm connecting with Killer and I was booking for one of my events. It was a community event at that time in 2018, late 2018. It was a community event I did at the time in late 2018 when I did book K Lion for the event. He's now at the book K Lion. He had a song was trending at the time in the area, which was Rise Up,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah, and it so happened some uptown youths put me on to K Lion. I didn't know him personally or anything, so but some youths come on to him, and from listening to his music, I decided to tap in and book him for my event because he has some in the area also. You know?
Okay, so that's how it all started then in a way for you.
Yeah. And from seeing him performing at my event, doing, you know, I've been to a lot of events before in my life, big shows in Trinidad also, and seeing him perform in the little community event and the kind of heart and the delivery he make for the event, it was priceless. You know, it
Mm-hmm.
was just remarkable that knowing that we having like talent like this in our community now, and I show the interest, ask him about what going on with his crafting and his music and his career, and he explained, man, from there we function, we just connect after my event.
Okay, so what became your role then, you know, working with him, you know?
At the point in time, I was just a believer until the
Mm-hmm.
believer turned to the manager, you know. He decided to say, you know, put my portfolio as the manager at the time now, but early on, I did just believe in the music and believe, you know, pushing them to do better within the crafting of the music, opening up certain doors where I had small connections with producers I know due to the past. I know producers same way. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's building the links now and the network and the connections with them, with certain producers and things. Even though after that's it with Lion. And then within that journey, we end up meeting Rebel on that journey, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Yeah, from
And
working
was
in
that
different
like,
studios.
okay, was that very in the same time period or
Yeah, it was
shortly
in
thereafter?
the same time period. And when I started to work with Lion, was the beginning of 2019. Like the first week in January, we decided to function. And I did meet Rebel, which was in February. Say like the last week in February of that year. It was a week before his birthday. I met him. So I think Rebel was born March the 8th. So it was somewhere around that time. And he did invited us to his birthday party, and from we going on land representing his birthday party, performing, and so whatever, you just end up connecting and functioning after that. Because at that point in time, we used to be functioning in the same studio, which was Power Music in Couva. That is our next area in Trinidadian. So we used to go down to Power Music to function at that point in time. And the link that's built from there. Great.
Okay, so you so did they know each other before, or was that the same time they also get to know each other?
No time. They just know each other music. They didn't know it of each other music. I didn't even know about Rebel. Yeah, I did only hear about Rebel music, but I didn't know Rebel. I didn't even know how Rebel did look until I met him in the studio.
Okay, so you know, when did you yourself get into the whole, you know, starting your label and these kind of things? Was that shortly after?
Rebel is one of the Rebel pushed me to start my label, which then that was in start a function. So say late September 2019, Rebel started to push me to create my label, which she ended up jumping on someone with him and kind of put me down as the executive producer because they ended up recording it home by me now. They record the track home by me. I had a small home studio already. Before I know them, I was interested in doing producing, so I done kind of had certain equipments already. I had a small interface, nothing big thing to do like podcasting, and you know, it still only works up to this day.
Yes. Wow.
So the first track they gave me was 1 million gal or 10 million gal or something. So he have a track where it on his Vivo. Then it didn't hit like the rest of his songs, but it was a production he did. Yeah, I think it was on one of National Rhythms or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I noticed, you know, because I go and look on YouTube because some artists, they usually count their professional career from their first YouTube videos. So I noticed that Rebel, he had his first song from September 2018, and K-Lion, it was in February.
Since even before that. Yeah, I think he was kind of next name and all. I just can't remember. At that time, I didn't really know him, but I know he was smashing his works.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, so like in those early times now, the rhythms that they were singing on were made by Trinidad beat makers, or I noticed somebody called Kman.
Some was Trinidad, some was Jamaican producers. At that time, Shady Beats was one of the trending producers in them time. Kelly Beats, you know. That's certain producers, Kozia, you know. That's certain producers men was willing to function with from Trinidad. Noble Touch, you know.
Yeah. So they've been doing it a long time, actually.
Yeah.
So
big up Pun also, DJ Pun, you know. Pushing the thing same way. Because at that point in time, he was on one or two upon rhythms in 2019 also.
Okay. Yeah.
OG.
So do you have any, like, from your perspective, like, when would you say that beat makers started to make this now? You said the new generation dancehall, or trap dancehall as they call it, in Trinidad. When did the whole thing start, would you say?
Well, before I even get in it had for many days I signed next. That is it, you and Elbon and them guys. If you know, well, Prince Swanee used to affiliate with that
Okay.
movement down there. Different
Yeah.
studios. Yeah. So
Oh.
for many days I like that would be say all 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. Already for the time.
Okay.
Even though Trinidad Dancehall was always had that in the air.
Sorry, can you repeat that, because it was breaking up?
I said
It was breaking up a little bit. You're having a bit.
Trinidad always have artists that was pursuing dancehall also in the air. So in my times, I growing up with you had artists men like King David, Mr. King. Them used to sing dancehall also. You know, I used to call it what Trini All Stars or something.
Oh.
It was more reggae. It was more reggae at that time. You know.
Yeah.
Reggae dancehall vibes. It had men like Lyrical was part of that movement at that time. Lyrical who do soca right now. He and all was part of that movement. You know? Big up. Yeah.
Yeah. I can hear there is a lot of history into this, more than people in general would know. So, but in those, like you said, in those early days, it started kind of early that you started to also use Jamaican beat makers, or was that all connected to when the link came with Six, that you started working with Hampton Music and those from that side?
Yeah, that is just in Rebel links. Yeah, Rebel had our connection due to Rebel Bill his connection with Squashman and them from, I think he did do a track named Fully Dance, which was produced by a local, a Tobago producer, which was a Carol Hampton.
Yeah.
A Carol link with them and them. He's a young producer. At that time, he was under the age, so he could have been, at that time, he could have been about 16 years old building beats, 15 or 16 years old. So he used to keep a low profile. Nobody could not even know how he looked, nothing. He just used to network behind a profile.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was so long back in history, because I found out about him myself just, some years back.
Yeah.
And that very, very interesting. So you said it now, that the link itself came through Rebel 6, and it was a musical link.
And it came through a Carol networking through them and them passing on to Rebel due to how Rebel mash works on the rhythm now, boy. And they did like the track. Squashman hear the track. I think he did do a video when he did come out of prison at that time, because Squashman was locked up, I think. And when he came out, he did do a little video with Rebel.
Yeah, sorry, you were...
I think at that time, that was in 2019, the beginning of 2019, so.
Yes, exactly. So, in 2019, that's when Squash and some of the 6 artists also start coming to Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
And I know you were there. I think they came 3 times in that year or something like that.
Yeah. Squash came 3 times in that year. Some of those guys that was here for a period of time, more than the time, you know, that it spent like 2 months here, which was Bobby, couple of artists that stay
And
back, you know.
yeah, and automatic.
Yeah, automatic, yeah, that stay here for a period of time.
Yeah.
To function with the artists, them, which was Rebel and Lion, and
Yeah.
other artists like Joviton, Fine, you know, they stay and function, same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, big up to Squashman and the
All
whole
the time,
six.
because you believe a man.
Yeah. Yeah,
know?
so you know, I just want you to know because I only see the clippings from videos and stuff. When they came there, what was it like? You know, what was the vibe around the whole thing at that
Music
time?
was the vibe. Music was always the mission. Squashman always recording, chopping, either dubs or even recording his hits. You know?
Okay, so he did some recording while he was there too.
Yeah, Squashman, I think he did do a couple of tracks while he was here.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you know, during that
musical, you know, they had a little side musical beef with Alkaline at that point in time. So music was just recording, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That was right then and there in 2019. That's true. Okay, so while he was in Trinidad.
Yeah, the answer back the record in Trinidad.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I did not connect that. That's really cool.
But the
Okay,
artist
so
always moving to the artist, always moving same way. At that time, artists traveling regularly, so.
yeah. Okay, so you know, a lot of artists, I guess they also joined in the movement. The whole Six movement was it like it was established around that time because they came there, or?
It was established. Output Rebel was like representing Six over here also, so it was really kind of established on his behalf, you know. So it done establish some Jamaican as the link. You don't know the thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because there are a lot of artists who joined in, I guess, you know, from those days and even up to now, we have a lot of.
You know, the artists and them say me who support the thing and I know how to believe, say me.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of those, you know, who is doing really well at the moment is Kman 6, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's the man right now, the man of the moment, the trending artist.
Exactly.
He trending right now. That is the man of the moment.
Yeah. You know, okay.
And his music don't disappoint us no day. Everything up. From everything he drop, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely, but that's the contrast now, you know, because I have to ask you not to go in to dwell on it, but the whole situation in Trinidad, because you are in an active and ongoing war that people, you know, maybe not know about, but this is real, and the artists themselves are actually targets in this war. And I mentioned Kman, he was himself almost assassinated some weeks ago. Earlier this year, Wako Dan lost his life, and of course K Lion and Rebel 6 that most people know about, you know, rest in peace to all of this. And you know, how do you deal with living in a war zone and working in a war? Big up Kman 6, join in the live, big up yourself. We're just talking about the situation. So, you know, you're there, you're working, and, you know, can you just describe this to us who come from a completely different side of the world?
Oh, I can describe it, but it's just survival, you know, it's just life. Okay, describe it. That's how it is, that's how you go. So you just have to know how to move, see me, yeah. Know your affiliate, see me, you know.
Yeah. And
Anywhere
also,
you go in the world, it have, you know, bad things just go and see me. So
yeah, it's just to
that's life
a
and
different,
sometimes. Huh?
yeah, of course, but to a different extent, because many places, like where I live, for example, we have not experienced anything like civil war or anything like that. So yeah, it is an extreme situation. I think maybe a lot of you all are so used to it because, like you said, you grow up in this in a way.
Yeah, that's
So you just, it's a part of your life.
no where to go.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think then it's connected to the music that the youths are making because, you're singing, they are singing about your real life and all these experiences that you can express through
It was
this
always
music?
bad before even the Trinidad music, you know. Trinidad was always
Yeah.
bad before Trinidad music.
Uh-huh.
Anything you're doing uplifting and Trinidad, even trying to get yourself, it always, that's in the culture, how it is. I didn't want to have much to say about it. And now I didn't kind of find the words,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before the music, the place was always bad, see me.
Okay.
In its good
You know
ways and
that,
its bad ways. You know it have,
yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah, one thing I'm wondering is then how does the government and the establishment deal with all of this, the whole Trinidad movement? How are they approaching the youths making this music?
Actually, I can't even say because I didn't take on the government concerning the government and all had their own. I didn't want to even say much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Government and
they
them and the only doings. Mafia run
okay,
within the government also, so you know the thing going. Corruption right wrong the board.
yeah. And what I meant is because as far as I know, that your country have 3 months dedicated to the soca music. Like putting a light on
Music
that, but
dedicated right through the year also same way, man. You know the thing one. The 3 months is before carnival when it's that carnival season come around, but soca right through the year. Carnival right through the year now with the mentality of how Trinidadians live same way.
okay,
Yeah.
because it's such a contrast, the soca music and this happy music, and then you have the trap or the dancehall, which is very dark and dealing with the reality, but they are not getting the same backing from the establishment. If soca is something that getting special treatment, but you see that they are not really caring about the Trinidad movement.
Remember, there's put it down that soca is we culture also, you know, that is the main head of the culture. So, I watch it, Trinidad part of the culture also, but they wouldn't accept it. You know, accept it is the people have to,
Yeah.
the people's demand. And if you watch the statistic, that, the youth and just have to keep doing the thing and bring the right set of music and do the right set of crafting and platform done set and it's stamped now, boy. So nothing can stop nothing. It's just the youths and them have to do what they have to do.
Yeah, exactly. And
They can't keep being a barrier for too long, you know.
No. You see it that it can change, that, sooner or later, because it's a movement that's been going on now for many years and it's not stopping, it's growing, that to some point that the establishment, the society will, like accept it and celebrate it. Do you see that ever happening in your country?
didn't.
Could you hear me?
I didn't hear it properly.
No.
That's all.
Okay. What I said is, you know, since this movement now has been going on for many years and it's still growing and doing well, do you see that it would change maybe the view of the movement in Trinidad society and establishment, that they would accept it and, you know, be proud of it and celebrate it? Do you think it will come to this point?
There are people who don't accept it, and some people, you know, in that time, due time it will come to that, you know, in due time. Yeah. There are people who accept it, you know. There are people who in high places is be driving to work, going to work, listening to Trinidad music. I sure about it, you know.
Yeah.
When that time come, it come.
Yeah.
What the youth send them out to do is do the right thing and match the works, and don't study the hype.
Yeah, for real. So, you know, like you said, you call it this new generation dancehall, and in Jamaica, there was, yeah, sorry, I had a long question, or like I was going to say to you that in Jamaica, they've had this ongoing debate since the trap dancehall, that they call it then, started in Jamaica. And debate about it and their role in relation to their traditional dancehall. So is there also the same kind of debate going on in Trinidad, or?
Yeah, we have our own debate going on here. Yeah, we have our own debate. It's a debate going on here, see me.
Can you please tell us more about that? Can you explain?
Just like how it had the times it had artists who tried dancehall some years ago and didn't probably get through, like how the youths and them getting through right now. Yeah. So watch that and talk about it, you know. But it's what's selling. Reality lies selling, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's
very
badness, reality music, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Music. You know, they like this music. It's steamy music too, so that, yeah. Big up Squid and them, see me. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I have no idea, but yeah, it always comes like that. When somebody comes with something new, it will reach some kind of a resistance for other people to accept.
Sometimes somebody old it go be new to people who have a new ear to it now, but it might be old to some men because them trying to match the works and get the ear, you know, out there for a while. So like men who trying a while now, like Squid and these artists who singing zest music and catch the little wave. Yeah. Been a while them trying, been a while them going out and performing for nothing. You know?
Okay. So is it that, you know, the vibe now in Trinidad is that this trap, or like, yeah, the trap Trinidadian is dominating the whole scene, the dancehall scene?
Well, you know how it go. Something new to the ears, to the people and them, so everything is time and its play. So right now, yeah, you could say, if you say dominating, yeah.
Yeah.
She's listening, they're listening, they want to listen, they want to hear. From both ends.
It's very, very potent and it's very powerful, and it's, you know, spreading out across the globe. You know, I'm here in Sweden listening a lot of Trinidad, especially during this year.
Big up yourself.
I think a lot.
Big up yourself, Everlina. Believer, true believer. It's how long we connect to. It must be about 2 years, 3 years we networking on the media. And
yeah, it's been since 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know about you even since 2019. So yeah, thank you for doing this interview. It's nice to see you too after all these years. So, you know, I've been reflecting over your industry over there in Trinidad because I see there are some differences to how it's set up from how it's set up in Jamaica. And you can see it clearly if you go and look on YouTube. Because I see that, for example, in Trinidad, the labels have YouTube channels that are big with a lot of followers, and they are releasing sometimes music on the label YouTube instead of the artist YouTube.
Now the
And
business goes sometimes if the label, well, it has labels who invest in the artist, so sometimes the labels just want to go with the business, like that streaming business. So it
yeah,
help hand in hand, just like how when when a Jashi first shocks bust on a label YouTube page. Thing when a Jashi trending track bust on his label YouTube page. So it's
oh,
it's the business within the artist and the label. What the label do
yeah.
for the artist. Sometimes the artist on them is, you know.
It can be a help sometimes because the label might have a bigger platform than a young artist.
Correct
So
too.
before, yeah, so before they, you know, can get followers and people to go to their YouTube, and maybe they only have audio. Usually it's audios released on the label, and then maybe if they have a music video, it will drop on the artist's own channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So
said building the
that,
artist.
yeah. So you know, like you said, you're not 100% here. So I want to go into talking about some more recent projects that you are doing and some releases. But before that, I still have to bring up this collab between your artist Mello and Bounty Killer that
Yeah.
called
That's a
Humans
link to
Deceiving.
that was a link to Mello. Mello reach out to Bounty and Bounty, you know, build the link and had a collab with, you know, within the music I have a ears. I believe in Mello also. She's very talented also, you know. It's
Yeah.
there's there's time because plenty of artists, everybody's independent. It's an independent movement, you know.
Yeah.
The finance to
Okay.
get certain things up and running, you know, it takes time, it takes work to take building. So it's a building process, see me, you know.
Yeah.
Then
So how did that happen then? Because it was Mello and Bounty and Big Up the General too, because I talked to him about this in a recent
well when
interview, but I wanted to find out from you, how
mm,
did she approach you about it and you discussed it, and or like practically from
well
your side, how did
well
it
once she
come into?
linked she at the point in time she was functioning in the studio. At the point in time she let me know that Bounty was okay to do the collab because she did reach out to him, you know.
Yeah.
And he just send her vocals to him, get a beat and send him vocals. So within the network, she was feeling a beat from a producer here, which is Bandy, big up Bandy. You know,
Yes.
yeah,
Big up.
he's a young producer. Bandy that forward up the beat to us, and within she went to that direction of the song. She didn't decide to go no drilling, no kind of thing. She come with a more reality song. Bad
Mm.
Mind People, the track is. And
Yeah.
she sent him a verse and Bounty responses where he sent us back and he sent over the files, we get mix master. And from there, also organize the video. So we decided to save to go across to do the video because Killer did say he did invite us to come across to chop the video. And, you know, due to Killer connections and everything out there, he worked it out for us and fit in our budget to get the video chopped. You know? Yeah, he fit it in with budget to get the video chopped. So
did you
it was that.
use your own? Did you use your own video crew, or
No,
did you
no.
have some Jamaicans?
No, Jamaica crew. That is I remember the guy name offhand right now, but Bounty link that. We just pay for the video shot and these things, but Bounty link it within our budget. He tried to put me out of the ordinary now.
Yeah.
You know how music and this thing is go within creative. And working with big artists like them. So and we was, you know, Bounty make sure we was well treated with much love in Jamaica, you know. Take care, man.
Yeah.
Right way, man. Everything was good and up.
Yeah, for real. I was so happy when that happened, but first when the audio dropped, because I was like, I saw it on his Vivo, and I'm like, wait, El Faltino produced this. I'm like, what's going on here now? That's a great move. Yeah.
Trinidad network.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned Bandy. What's going on? I don't see. Is he still active? I don't
Bandy
see him
active, man. Bandy machine works. Bandy have projects with Mali and them same way. You know? Yeah, Bandy active. Bandy's them is youth always active. And how to put it, Bandy's I never meet them in person. Everything is due to networking and the media. Social media. But he's based in Trinidad, but a different part of the island. A different, you know, nothing.
I see. No, because I noticed he's not active on his Instagram for 1 year. And that's why I was wondering, because like you said, I hear his beats are appearing in even in, you know, on Jamaican labels and all these things, because you know you hear the tag.
Yeah.
So I just had to ask you, a big up Bandy, you know, if you ever see this. Okay. And then so Mello, like you said, it's a lot of freelance thing going on, but is she signed to you, or any of your artists, you know, signed to FALTINO Entertainment, or how do you work it?
Nah, no one is signed to me. I work within, you know, there's no one is signed to me as yet. I didn't really bring that up to the table for no artist right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I just build the connections within producer, artists, you know, and put good people together to function. Certain things we deal with within splits, you know.
Okay.
That's the business.
Well, yeah. So now you need to let the people know, because you have working with that I know of right now is Mello. You just released a song, I think was 2 days ago. Then you have Kim Faso, and you have J1 too, right?
Yeah.
Please let the people know more about those artists and what projects are out and so forth.
Well, you know, thing go on. We have some new music on here streaming. You know, you can look out for Kim Faso, new set of music, J1, Mello, Holodan, you know, Steve, you know, who else on board coming out? Yeah, a lot of artists we working with, yes. I know, man, but it's a good cast. It's a good bit of young artists are functioning and music to look out for coming from any camp. Let's look out for the labels here.
Yeah, so I noticed that some of them, or like they're, you know, the songs that I've heard from them are not really like Badman songs. They're more have, you know, a little bit of different topics, singing. Correct. A little bit different vibe. So because Trinidad is very known for the guns and violence tunes, but
and
You know?
Everybody come from somewhere bad, say me, even if you know how the thing go, all of we know bad friends, say me, because the place small, but we have to show them a different direction of the place, so that the direction them choose, you know, and that's why I direct them to even go, you know,
Yeah.
at all
So, you know,
times.
mentioning Mello, she's one of a very few female artists that I'm familiar with. Is it like that? Are there many female artists in the Trinidad that you know, or is
But I
it
have a
straight male?
couple of female artists coming up, but you know, the females just have a tough time within the industry also, but it have female artists coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Really? With some Pine, it have there's Pine and it's a good bit of female artists.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna ask Mello for an interview too, because that's very interesting to hear her side as a female in this industry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't speak for her, but on that, but you know, how do you get in touch with, for example, you mentioned Kim Feso and J1. It's like they come to you, or you're out there scouting for new artists, or how do you
I
do
don't
it?
really scout for artists, but I have an ear, so I be listening and, you know, within the connection and within what I did with Kman, a lot of artists reach out to me. So I try to give each and every one an ear. Yeah, so you know how his function. I might, you know, listen to how your music song and how your song, you know. Within
Yeah.
functioning with Mello. Mello came to me to mash, she do some works on one of my rhythms in 2020. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in 2020, I already made a do a project one.
Oh, yeah.
And we
And
just
you also
continue.
do you also work with any Jamaican artists at the moment?
Not at the moment right now, but I work with some young Jamaican artists I do, like a youth named Chopper Vibes. I did funk.
Chopper White?
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did work with he, do a couple tracks and, you know, rhythms I sent him from other producers here. So, yeah. But I know I'm building back from on the ground and building young upcoming artists. You know, making sure they believe in themselves, consider themselves as a business, and know how to attack the industry. You know, come up with their own chemistry, because you have to have a kind of chemistry to attack out here. The music chemistry,
And
you know.
also, and the drive, like, you know, you're seasoned in the game now. I guess one of the main things, you can have a talent, but if you don't have a drive to go and get it, you can never make it. You know, you have to be able, able to
have that
and
drive in
willing.
it. For real. And those study the non-believers and those study the ones who, you know, don't spirit in you to make it. You know?
Yes, sorry, you just cut out there. What did you say?
I say, yeah, the youth and them have to find the drive and continue believing in themselves. You know? One day somebody, who will find it, they will find it. Platforms set on, you know, the thing go. Everything is a process. Everybody have to trust the process also.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. So this whole Trinidad movement, I guess it also applies now that it's spread to a lot of other islands as well.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of artists coming up from those. Are you also involved with any other small island artists, or?
I network with a couple artists, but I ain't gonna say I involved within the music and You know, we network and communicate with a couple artists from Barbados, you know, Guyana. Big up B-Nick from Guyana, same way, you know.
So that may be some more work coming in the future then for you. Yeah. We just have to look out for that. It's like a whole world out there, you see, because as I'm getting more into it, you know, I've been always there in the outskirts watching and listening, and it's only now I'm getting more involved into it. So it's really nice to find out so much new music from all these places, and because I do love the sound and all the whole vibe. So
Trinidad had a category of dancehall, the different categories. So you know, we have Zessa music, we have Trini bad boy music, we have Trini reggae music, we have Trini reality, you know. And the new jet.
So you're telling me you have reggae too?
Yeah, Trini always had Trini reggae artists.
Yeah, but I mean, like connected to the Trinidad, like the movement. I mean, I know Queen Omega been doing it for a long time as a more traditional reggae artist. But are you saying like young artists?
But I would say to have the young artists also. So the artists who in this era here, the young gen artists, to have some young gen artists who singing reggae also.
Okay.
More positive and conscious music.
Okay, very interesting.
Give up and always mashing the works from even since in the days, you know, before it had Trinidad now.
Okay, so did you ever produce any reggae then?
Recently, no, but I did.
Okay. All right. Interesting, because I always ask on this interview.
I have something like that to drop soon, probably next year.
A reggae song, you said?
Not me, artists who sing reggae.
Yeah, not you, but like a reggae production.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
that's some... Rian Elborn, see me. I don't know if you ever heard about Rian Elborn.
No.
Einstein and one of the main artists in the Trinidad. He represents, see me. He sang reggae also. He versatile, so.
I see. That's very interesting. Like I said, I always ask these young artists so far that I've interviewed if they are doing trap dancehall, if they were ever consider doing reggae. And I don't think nobody really from the Jamaican side has yet said that they would do it, but it sounds more like over your side that people are more open to that then.
Yeah, once man build our vibes and catch our vibes, yeah, the funk, you know. They hear a beat, if it's a reggae beat and a artist who's usually an artist catch our vibes, your voice on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. You know, you already mentioned something about it, but to finish this interview, I wanted to hear if you can say what are you thinking more concretely about the future now of the Trinidad movement? Because as I understand it, it got a big hit back when people got killed, like with K-Lion and Rebel 6. It kind of must have been discouraging and so, but now it's building back momentum back again. And how do you see this?
You know, I was part of that hit. I never decided to give up the it passed through my mind, but get up every morning and still, you know, accept works and accept function and all. But sometimes, you know, you might have to take yourself away from certain people because sometimes the energy and all might be draining, you know. So there's a lot of energies in the music business. You're supposed to know because he's a DJ and you deal with a lot of people out there. So
there's always a bit of politics going on between inside and obviously over on your side too. And I can imagine your whole group is smaller too. Is it like that everybody knows each other or like know of each other? It's a more smaller community than like in Jamaica, maybe. People know of each other. But
Trinidad is smaller than Jamaica, so everybody kind of close. So even if you know somebody personally, you might know somebody who know them. You know?
Yeah. And like you said, through networking, you might also know them online and those kind of ways. Yeah. So now it's a bright future. And how is it with touring? Do these artists get to tour a lot? I mean, I know that Kman, for example, he went to Sorry?
Dependent, everything building same way. Everything building tours and build that in that time, and it's still, you know, Trinidad still building. So once these artists bringing out the right content of music, that go depending on who will start to tour and who will go tour, you know. It's that vibe.
Yeah.
So what the people see me, and what, you know, the artists creating to give the people over there.
Yeah. So now it's mainly touring would be like in different islands, maybe Jamaica, but I don't believe I've seen any Trinidad artists come over to Europe, for example, as yet.
Trinidad artist was in Europe, man. Boy was in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. Boy and I represent same, you know. So
yeah. I'm not
people might
too familiar with
that, but you know, who really into it and, you know, looking on go.
Yeah. Yes, and like I said, me too. I mean, even though I've been around and seen some of it, maybe also a bit focused on certain artists more than others, but I'm still also discovering new artists and very excited about that. So your islands also have so much talent. It's unbelievable, and the whole sound too also has developed, I guess, just like any music, it keeps developing, and the sound now is very distinct.
Yeah. Once they continue doing the right thing, you know, it will always have a developing stage in it. So that's the process right now.
Yeah. Yes, and yeah, very nice, you know. I'm positive and very happy to have, you know, had the opportunity to talk to you. And as I said, I'm gonna continue to have interviews mixed between the Jamaican, mainly Jamaican and Trinidad artists and the whole movement, young people doing, what did you say? Present generation, the new generation of dancehall, if we're not going to call it trap dancehall.
New gen. According to Melange, the new gen dancehall.
Yeah.
And I representing between the bridge of Trinidad, Jamaica, and inter-island CARICOM, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's why when I do those interviews, I'm going to talk, because I'm not going to ask you about lyrics and these kind of things, because usually it's very personal to each artist, their own lyrics and stuff like that. But that's a very, you know, interesting to talk and compare between the Trinidad you know, style.
Everybody had
and
their own
even
culture, so everybody had their own story to tell.
Exactly. I'm just finding out that your culture is a bit different when it comes to that certain topics that don't appear in the Trinidad music that they have in Jamaican music a lot. So yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna ask artists more about those kind of things, and I have to thank you a lot for this interview. I've learned a lot, and very interesting. And if you would like to say something to end this, big up some people, or you know, Mello Beats, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up yourself, Mello. Bad producers. Big up all the producers, all the believers, all the cameramen, everybody, all the artists who representing the Trinidad or the Trinidad Dancehall or whatever they call it. You know, it's one movement, it's one link, one family. No matter what mix up it having differences, because it's in family. It's in the family and all this always a riffraff. So you know the thing is, let's everybody have to keep pushing, doing the thing, you know. Stay away from the violence, you know. Try to push more positive music, you know, and upliftment things now, man. You know, I really have much to say about it, but you know, but
Yeah,
just keep doing the thing. The platform
yeah,
done set, and for the youths and them who doing music, and for the youths and them who being creative within the industry of music. Always remember it's business, and you know, and take your business serious, and you know, function the right way. That's all I would say. Just study the hype thing according to DJ Pun.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for those
And
nice
big up
words.
yourself, DJ Everlina, straight out of Sweden, for believing in the movements of the youths them see me.
Yeah, give thanks. I'm so happy to be a part of this. And yeah,
And I
yeah,
look
take it.
out for some more music coming straight
Yes,
out from the camp. The artists and them know themselves, which, you know. Big up Mello, Kim Fazo, J1, Hollow Dan, and the whole catalog. Because you know the
yep.
thing one. And big up the trending artists and them see me on both sides. You know, you don't
Mm,
they are dealing it now. You know?
yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Bishop Escobar, bad DJ, big up yourself. One link, Trinidad, Jamaica, you don't know the thing one. That is a big DJ function at Jamaica, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
And a
some
big up
like
and a big cameraman here, you know, surface in the campaign. Big up yourself.
big up.
Fresh the creator. These men responsible for plenty of the visuals out of Trinidad
That's
movements
fresh.
also. Yeah, I Fresh the creator.
All right. Big up yourself,
Don't,
fresh.
don't fear to message him to do an interview. He's that kind of
Yes,
guy. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like one blood,
Like
one
I
family.
said,
Eh?
this platform is for anybody actually in the industry. Like I did already talk to J Buds, another video creator. I'm very interested in that because music videos play a vital and huge part right now in this.
Correct.
So yeah, definitely. I just keep it week by week, and I hope to do this series for a long time and talk to as many youths as possible. And I'm interested in just hearing from everybody. So big up Fresh the Creator, all great works. El Faltino, thank you so much again. It was a pleasure talking to you. And we just keep the link and keep the great works going.
Yes, sir. Same
All
with
right.
you. Same with you. You know? I'm looking out for you to
Yeah.
do some more interview with the Trinidad artists, them same way. So
Definitely.
let's
It's
build
just
the
that
bridge. Build the bridge.
you had to be the first one.
Yeah. I'll give thanks to that as an honor. Same way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bless up yourself. And I'm gonna upload this interview on my YouTube channel. So anybody joining in now or didn't miss it can see it on YouTube on DJ Everlina. And yes, as I said, bless up yourself, get well soon, and we talk soon.
All right. Much
All
love.
right.
Everybody, we out.
Signing out.
Yeah.
One love.
Yes, sir.
Bless up.